G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel and another, I think this was the last deciduous tree I need to repot, and one of the big ones I'm leaving to last. It's a big trident maple, another trident maple. Probably seen the other one that's almost a little bit bigger than this one. I've got another one that's slightly bigger than this one that I've repotted recently, but this is another favourite of mine. It was styled in a way, it was grown as a trunk, and I pretty much got it half the size of this tree that it is now as a base, as a trunk. Over the years of just trying to, really make it look like a natural looking tree rather than, I don't really wire this tree much anymore. I just trim it back, clip and grow almost. Very rarely any wire. You can see there's no wire on it at the moment. I don't really intend to wire much of this tree at all. I just, a matter of now clip and grow. Also, this tree started off with massive leaves, really large leaves, and over time with more ramification with some defoliation, it's actually gotten, all the leaves have naturally gotten smaller and smaller. So that's been a real positive with this tree. I'd like to just keep it going, try and enhance the more natural looking tree in it, but very hard with the big trunk being grown. So it's got a really great vari. Now I repot this year. I repot this tree pretty much every year, because if I don't, it becomes like a very hard rock kind of root ball after 2 years. So I repot every year. Now I've actually done some pre-work already because I wanted to get it kind of out of the pot ready for you guys to see. Otherwise it takes me 10 minutes to try and get it out of the pot, because it just really solidifies in there, and I don't want you guys freaking out hearing the scraping of the pot against the tools. So I pretty much took it right out already, ready to go. It's still big and still heavy. But the beauty of this mix, you can see just falling away, even though the roots are everywhere. Oh. So does come up with the mesh as well. Alright, it's pretty close to it coming out already. Nice healthy root ball, nice healthy roots. You can see all that. Now that, if I didn't do that every year, I didn't repot this every year, that becomes a pretty much just one solid root base of this kind of roots. So now I'm going to repot it. It's going to be much, keeps having that fine root system as well. It doesn't build that heavy root system. Nice, very open mix makes it happen. It's a very windy day in Melbourne. I know you can see the camera shaking a little bit, so hopefully it doesn't fall over. But I'm just going to get stuck into it, just like normal. I'll get rid of the soil in a minute, but I can just pull it. Can you see how easy that falls away? Because the mix is just nice and open, and look at the huge roots that I've got left with. Nice, healthy, white roots. Lots of them. Don't even have to use a root hook. I mean, it just comes off with my hand, just to show you. I always do like to try and comb the top and wash the top, as you've seen me in previous times. I do also try and get rid of any weeds. That's probably one of the important things about repotting. You can't get into the weeds sometimes if you don't repot and try to find where the roots, where those weeds start, or the seeds. So, big trees, a lot of effort. But that's just showing you how quickly I can just comb it out with my hands. I mean, that's pretty easy, right? And I'll show you the base later, how it's really hollow. I can put my hand right in there as the base of the tree. So I didn't even need to use a root hook, but I'll come in and show you. Let's have a look at the size of this. So look at that. Look at that. Now I'm just going to move that pot out. Just going to move this pot out of the way. Usually I tilt it on its side. Like if it's a smaller tree I can just hold it with one hand, but tilt it on its side and start to cut it away. Just Still a lot more soil, but the easy way to do it, I can tilt it on its side, nice root, or you can put it on a turntable, put it down and spin the turntable. Sometimes I'm just, because it's a big tree, easier just to hold it with one arm and just go through it. Now, you'll see me doing it on all my other trees. If you've been following my repotting this year, the same process, haven't really changed anything. Just have to work a bit fast because it's a bit windy today. And you'll start to see the roots dry out really quick. So doing this job, I do it quickly, then I go and wash the soil and wash the roots. And that enables, obviously, the roots to get water again and keeps me allows me to then continue the repotting process. But I've got to get this one done first. And after I wash the roots, I'll come back and comb this top part of the soil out. Hear the crunching of the scissors as we go around. It's not too bad. Not a huge amount, but that's a lot anyway. But if I left that any longer, this tree, it will be, you know, very, very like a big block of brick, pretty much. So all I do then, it's pretty much, I'll start to wash this out, comb all these roots out, and then you can see, let's have a look at what it looks like, the base looks like. And you can see it's pretty flat in the middle. Pretty flat. I'll just go in there, make sure there's some sticking roots out, but I'll make sure I go and clean all them up as well. And then we'll come back and repot. So now I'm just going to go wash this out, rake all these roots out, give it some water just so the roots don't dry out, and we'll come back and be ready to repot it. Okay. Alright, so I have done the best job I can on this tree. I really combed out the roots, tried to get all the weeds out as much as I can. I'll just show you, come in and show you some of these nice healthy roots. And I've taken out some heavy ones in the bottom, nothing too major. Combed out as much as I could. I've already prepared the pot with a wire on each side this time. Let me just try and center that. Alright, now I'm just going to take it. Now I always make a mound in the middle and to work the tree in to that big base. So that really nicely flattens the tree out. Looks good. Pretty easy. This tree is very easy to repot. You can see back to pretty much where it is. Nice hard work. Just going to put a tie wire around the back. Doesn't really. This tree barely needs to be wide in because it's so big and heavy. It just stays. It stays where it belongs. Really, it doesn't even move with the wind or anything like that. But I'll just put one in the back just for safety. Pretty easy. So when you've got big trees and you've got to repot them, it's always a bit of hard work. So slightly going forward, you can see going forward a little bit that way. Perfect. Not bad position in the pot. Close to centre, if anything a little bit on this side, that side. But very, very nice. So now it's just topping up with soil, which uses quite a bit this tree. So I usually put a big coat around it before I start to even look at using my chopsticks. And it can take quite a bit this tree. Always have things ready, you know, very important. Now when you're doing it, I find little bits of weed, so just make sure you get as much of that out as you can. you know what, I keep trying every year to get rid of it all, but it always comes back. It's always a losing battle. Just got to be persistent. When you see them, take them out, get rid of them. Even during the growing season, it's annoying, time consuming, but not much you can do. We need more. Just the chopstick comes out. Oh, you get a bit of a workout doing big trees. I know. Got to go back to the gym. Unfortunately, in Melbourne we're in heavy lockdowns and all the gyms are closed, so I haven't been able to go to the gym for a few months there. It's not really much fun outside. Like, you can go for a run and stuff, but good old weights, you can't really usually do anything, so no weights. Yeah, anyway, gonna get through all this. So again, wiggle around, use your other fingers to push the soil in. This is just, so I don't know, if, all I do is, these are my trees and this is just the work I'm going to do on them anyway. So by filming them, I hope it helps anyone else who's in bonsai doing it. I'm not doing these videos as once-offs or anything. This is just me working on my trees and getting through them, just like pretty much everyone else. Like, this is what you do in winter. You know, in the winter you start to repot, get your deciduous trees done before spring comes. You know, and then when it starts early spring or very, very late winter, I'll do my junipers and pines if I need to repot them, which some I will be doing, so stay tuned for those. But this is just the work I do regardless. So even if I wasn't filming, I'd be doing this work anyway. So it's just, I find it's a great record keeping as well. I can go back to last year and see this tree when I repotted it, and if it looks any different, what I did differently. So it's a really good record keeping, I find, for me, rather than taking photos. I mean, I know people take photos, which is great. Everything works for different people, but I find everything's on YouTube. It's there for good, I guess. If I ever want to look back on a tree, I just bring up that video and I can watch it. So it works out really well. Give it a little tap, and this pretty much is done. Goes back on the benches, and it's ready to go. Done. Alright, I think that's the last big tree, the last deciduous tree, I'm pretty sure, that I've got to repot. Feeling good. Big trees take a bit of effort, but they're all worthwhile. So, another repot done. Good luck with your repotting, everyone, and enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.